Welcome back, everybody, to the deep dive. Today, we're going to be diving into the world of AI,
Okay.
specifically these fascinating uh, multimodal large language models, or MLLMs, as I'm sure you've heard them called.
Right.
You sent us some cutting-edge research
Yep.
on how these AI models process both images and text.
Uh-huh.
And trust me, it's mind-blowing stuff.
Yeah.
Imagine an AI that can actually see a picture
Right.
and answer your questions about it,
Wow.
not just recognize objects. That's exactly what we're going to unpack today.
Really fascinating stuff.
So to kick us off,
Yeah.
this research focuses on visual question answering,
Okay.
VQA,
Uh-huh.
which essentially tests how well AI can understand images and text together.
Yeah, you show the AI a picture, like
Yeah.
let's say of a bustling city street, and ask it something like,
Okay.
what color is the taxi in front of the bakery?
Okay.
It's not just identifying a taxi.
Right.
It's about understanding the context, the relationships between the objects in the image and the specific question that's being asked.
Okay, so I'm already hooked.
Great.
The paper mentions
Yeah.
MLLMs having different parts, like an image encoder
Yeah.
and a decoder. What exactly are those?
So think of the image encoder
Right.
as a translator.
Okay.
It takes the image, which is really just a bunch of pixels to us humans,
Right.
and converts it into a format that the AI can actually understand.
Okay.
Then the decoder, which is a special kind of language model, steps in,
Okay.
and it takes that translated image information
Mm-hmm.
and weaves it together with the text of the question,
Uh-huh.
and that's where the magic happens.
So the decoder is the key to understanding
Yes.
how the AI processes both images and text at the same time.
Exactly. And this research unveils this two-stage integration process
Okay.
within the decoder.
Uh-huh.
And that's completely revolutionizing how we understand AI perception. It's not just blindly processing everything at once.
Right.
It's actually building the structured understanding.
Two-stage integration process.
Yes,
That sounds really intriguing.
it is.
Break it down for me.
Okay, so imagine the AI is looking at a complex picture,
Okay.
maybe a family picnic in a park
Okay.
in the first stage.
Yeah.
It's absorbing the overall scene.
Okay.
The park, setting the people, the general vibe. It's kind of like
Good.
getting the gist of a story
Yeah.
before you dive into the details.
So it's forming a kind of mental model of the scene.
Precisely.
Wow.
Then in the second stage,
Okay.
it gets really laser focused. So if
Okay.
the question is about a specific object,
Okay.
say what color is the picnic blanket,
Right.
the AI will zoom in
Yeah.
on that detail, using its initial understanding of the scene
Okay.
to guide its focus.
So it's not just randomly scanning the picture.
Yeah, it's not.
It's using this structured, almost human-like approach to understanding what's important. That's incredible.
I know, it's pretty wild.
But the paper also mentioned something called attention knockout,
Oh, yeah.
which sounds kind of intense.
It does.
What's that all about?
So that's where the researchers got really clever.
Okay.
They temporarily blocked the flow of information between certain parts of the AI model.
Okay.
It's like temporarily switching off
Yeah.
specific connections in its brain
Okay.
to see how it affects its ability to answer questions.
So they were essentially trying to pinpoint
Yes.
which parts of the process were crucial
Right.
for understanding the image and answering the question.
Exactly. And the results were fascinating.
Okay, go on.
They confirmed that this two-stage process is fundamental to how these models work.
Really?
When they disrupted that first stage,
Yeah.
the big picture understanding, the AI's accuracy plummeted. It was like taking away its ability to see the forest for the trees. It started giving these nonsensical answers.
So the initial understanding of the overall scene
Yes.
is crucial
It is.
for the AI to even begin to make sense of the details.
Right.
What happened when they disrupted the second stage?
Okay, so
Did it still manage to answer the questions?
interestingly, yes.
Really?
Even when they blocked the AI's ability to focus on those specific details,
Yeah.
it could still draw on that general understanding from
Yeah.
the first stage
Uh-huh.
to make a somewhat plausible guess.
Okay.
It might not be perfect,
Right.
but it wasn't a complete shot in the dark either.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
It's almost like the AI builds a mental model of the scene in the first stage
Yes.
and then uses that model to guide its attention
Right.
in the second stage.
Uh-huh.
But why should we care how AI sees a picture?
That's a great question.
Is this just a cool party trick?
I mean, it is cool,
Yeah.
but
Or does they have, like,
real world
significance?
stuff. Just cool AI tricks.
Okay.
Understanding how these models work
Yeah.
is crucial for making them more transparent
Right.
and more reliable.
Okay.
It's like
Yeah.
looking under the hood of a car.
Okay.
We need to understand the engine to make sure that it runs smoothly and
Right.
safely.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Transparency and reliability are essential if we're going to trust AI
They are.
to play a bigger role in our lives. This two-stage process really highlights
It does.
the sophistication of these models.
Yeah.
They're not just mindlessly processing pixels and words.
Yeah.
They're actually building a structured understanding of the world.
Yeah.
Almost like we do.
Uh-huh.
This is blowing my mind.
It is fascinating.
But before we get carried away,
Okay.
let's pause here for a moment.
All right.
When we come back, we'll delve deeper into the implications of this research,
That's good.
both for the future of AI and for us humans.
Looking forward to it.
I am too. Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Before the break, we were talking about how AI is starting to see the world
Right.
in this more structured,
Yeah.
human-like way, thanks to this two-stage process.
Yeah.
It's amazing to think that these models are going beyond
It is.
just identifying objects.
Right.
They're actually building like a true understanding of the scene.
It's remarkable, isn't it?
Yeah.
And this research goes even deeper.
Right.
It explores how this knowledge can be used to actually design AI systems that are not only more accurate,
Right.
but potentially more adaptable
Okay.
and capable of handling unexpected situations.
Now you've piqued my curiosity.
Okay, great.
How could this understanding of AI's vision
Yeah.
lead to those kinds of advancements?
So think about how we train AI today.
Okay.
We often feed it massive amounts of data, like
Wow.
millions of images,
Yeah.
hoping it will learn to recognize these patterns.
Right.
But with this new understanding of the two-stage process, we can be much more strategic.
So instead of just throwing a ton of data at the AI,
Yeah.
we can tailor the training process to focus on those two stages.
Exactly. We can develop methods
Yeah.
that specifically target each stage,
Mm-hmm.
making the AI more efficient and effective.
Okay.
Or, for example, in the first stage,
Yeah.
where the AI builds that initial mental model,
Right.
we can provide richer information
Okay.
beyond just the raw image.
So instead of just showing it a picture of a cat on a couch,
Yeah.
we could also provide information about the room, the time of day,
Mm-hmm.
maybe even some like background knowledge
Right.
about cats and their typical behaviors.
Precisely by enriching the AI's understanding of the context,
Right.
we can help it build a more robust and nuanced mental model of the scene.
Okay.
This, in turn, could make it more adaptable
Right.
when encountering new and unfamiliar situations.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But what about the second stage, where the AI focuses on these specific details?
Right.
How can we improve that?
So in the second stage, it's all about guiding the AI's attention to the
Yes.
most relevant information.
Right.
And this is where that attention knockout technique,
Yeah.
what we discussed earlier, becomes really valuable.
Right. The researchers were able to pinpoint
Yes.
weaker pathways in the AI's brain
Uh-huh.
were crucial for answering certain types of questions.
Exactly. By understanding how the AI focuses its attention, we can design training methods
Right.
that strengthen those pathways,
Right.
making it even better at zeroing in on the key details.
Okay.
It's like giving it a mental magnifying glass
Yeah.
to focus on the most important clues.
This is incredibly exciting.
It is.
We're not just passively observing how
Yeah.
AI learns.
Right.
We're actively shaping its development,
We are.
potentially leading to AI that's smarter,
Uh-huh.
more adaptable,
Mm-hmm.
and more capable than ever before. But as we're having this conversation, I can't help but wonder
Yeah.
if we're teaching AI to see the world more like we do,
Mm-hmm.
are we also opening the door to potential problems?
That's a great question.
What if it inherits
Yeah.
some of our limitations or biases?
That's a crucial question.
Yeah.
And it's something that researchers are acutely aware of.
Right.
As AI systems become more sophisticated,
Right.
we need to ensure that they're developed and deployed responsibly.
Uh-huh.
We have to prioritize fairness,
Yeah.
transparency, and accountability
All right.
in every step of the process.
So it's not just about
Right.
pushing the boundaries of AI capabilities.
Yeah.
It's about doing so in a way that aligns with our values and benefits society as a whole.
Absolutely. This research opens up a world of possibilities.
Yeah, it does.
But we must proceed with caution and awareness.
Right.
It's a powerful tool that can be used for good or ill, and it's our responsibility to steer it in the right direction.
This conversation has been incredibly enlightening.
Well, thank you.
It's clear that this research has implications that reach far beyond
They do.
just understanding how AI sees.
It is fascinating.
It's fundamentally changing how we think about
right.
AI development training and its role in our future. But for now,
Okay.
let's pause here and take a breath.
All right.
When we come back,
Yeah.
we'll explore some of the most mind-blowing possibilities
Yeah.
that arise from this research.
I'm ready.
Possibilities that could reshape the way we interact with information.
Wow.
And even with each other.
I can't wait.
Welcome back to The Deep Dive. We've been on quite a journey exploring how AI is learning to see the world.
It has been quite a journey.
And it's clear that this research has implications that go way beyond just improving AI itself.
It really does.
We were just discussing the importance of responsible AI development.
Right.
Making sure these advancements benefit humanity as a whole.
Absolutely. And as we move forward, it's fascinating to consider the potential for this research to reshape how we interact with information.
Okay.
Especially visual information.
You mentioned that earlier.
I did.
And I'm really curious to delve deeper.
Okay, yeah.
What do you mean by reshaping how we interact with information?
Okay, so think about it.
Okay.
If AI is learning to prioritize certain aspects of an image based on the question being asked, could we use this knowledge to design images that are more easily understood by both AI and humans?
No, so like we're optimizing images for both human and machine vision.
Exactly.
At the same time. It's like a universal language of images.
Exactly. We could potentially create visuals that are more effective for communication, learning, or even decision-making.
Right.
Imagine textbooks where the illustrations are designed to be perfectly clear for both the students and the AI tutors they're using.
That's a great example.
Yeah.
It could revolutionize education.
It could.
What other areas could be impacted?
Well, think about medical imaging.
Oh, yes.
Imagine scans designed to highlight crucial information for both doctors and AI diagnostic tools.
Wow.
This could lead to faster and more accurate diagnoses, improving healthcare outcomes.
It's amazing to think that we could tailor visual information in a way that benefits both human understanding and AI processing. It opens up a whole new world of possibilities.
It does.
But this research focused on visual question answering.
Right.
Could these same principles apply
that's interesting.
to how we write text-T?
That's a brilliant question.
Yeah.
And it's one that researchers are already exploring. If AI is learning to process information in a structured, hierarchical way, could we write text that aligns with this process? Text that guides both AI and human readers through a logical flow of information, making it easier to understand and process.
It's like we're learning to speak AI's language.
It is.
But in a way that benefits human communication as well.
Exactly.
A truly symbiotic relationship.
Precisely. It's this fascinating convergence of human and artificial intelligence.
And who knows, maybe by studying how AI learns to see, we might even discover new insights.
We might.
Into how our own brains process visual information.
That's a great point.
This has been an incredible deep dive.
It has.
We've gone from decoding how AI understands pictures to exploring the future of human-machine communication.
I know, it's amazing.
It's mind-blowing to think
I agree.
that we're not only learning about AI, but potentially unlocking secrets about our own minds in the process.
It really is fascinating.
A huge thank you to you, our expert, for guiding us through this fascinating research.
Oh, it's been my pleasure.
And to all of you, our listeners, thank you so much for joining us on this journey.
Yes, thank you.
We hope you've enjoyed the ride.
We do.
And are leaving with a newfound appreciation for the amazing world of AI.
Absolutely.
Until next time, keep those brains buzzing.
Keep learning, everybody.